I'm not dating anyone right now.
Yes.
I'm really all about me. I'm all about having fun.
EJ Johnson's love life is pretty messy, and you won't believe why. Even though he's usually on reality TV and talk shows, Magic Johnson's son EJ has never actually been publicly in a relationship. He's never even actually talked about his love life, which is very unusual for someone that's so open about who he is and his whole life experiences. Usually, these kinds of people are willing to delve into all of their experiences, even if just to try and raise their profile or build a relationship with their fans. But EJ has been pretty silent on the whole thing, preferring to focus on other things. However, it's not like he's sheltering his entire life from the world. I mean, EJ has never shied away from his journey to self-acceptance and his complicated relationship with his dad. When he was a kid, Magic and others were constantly pressuring EJ to try and be more like his dad, to be an athlete, but EJ was never interested in bringing home sports trophies, and he had to work out how to get the message through to his dad. When he was 17, he finally came out to his parents, but Magic didn't take it well, basically urging EJ to go back into the closet until he worked through his whole phase. Magic never wanted his son to act gay or to be feminine in any way, but EJ just wanted to be the person that he truly was, which isn't at all an unreasonable thing to want, honestly. But back at that time, it apparently was a really difficult thing for both EJ and his dad to come to terms with. Eventually, EJ embraced himself and his true identity, and his dad came around to accepting him too. But is it possible that this whole experience is why EJ decided to just never publicly talk about his love life? After all, this kind of thing can leave some serious scars on someone's mental health. It's part of the reason why so many gay men are actually on the down low, hoping to try and shield themselves and their parents from criticism or anything more aggressive. So I would not be surprised if EJ was doing this to try and protect himself and his partners in the same way. But there's a much bigger issue for EJ, and you might already know what it is. Yes, it's Diddy. For years, rumors have circulated that Diddy and EJ have been in some secret, low-key relationship, which sounds kind of crazy on the surface. I mean, you'd think that something would have come out about this earlier. But then again, Diddy's crimes weren't even widely publicized until 2024, and all of these rumors were kept to blind items. And we all know how unreliable they can be, right? They're basically just allegations, and neither EJ nor Diddy has ever acknowledged the rumors even existing or that they know one another at all, which is how this was able to slip under the radar this whole time. But then everything changed. The Diddy mess started up, and all of the rumors about the party started coming out. As the world started to talk about all of the people who allegedly attended these parties, one name kept coming up over and over. EJ was apparently at Diddy's parties over and over again. Honestly, at that point, it's kind of hard to even pretend that nothing was going on between them. I mean, all of these lawsuits have shown us over and over that Diddy was into men just as much as women. And if we think back over the course of his career, Diddy had a pretty clear playboy persona that he had built his entire image around. So if the world started thinking of him as a man who was in a relationship with an androgynous man, the son of Magic Johnson no less, I think it's easy to imagine how it would affect his image. Not that that's any reason not to be open about who you are, of course, but Diddy has shown over and over again that his image is everything to him. We've heard in all of the lawsuits the amount of intimidation tactics Diddy leaned on to protect his reputation from being damaged. So was EJ always single to try and protect himself from any questions about Diddy while they continued their relationship on the down low? Possibly. I mean, I can't say I would blame EJ if he decided to just never talk about any kind of ties he might have to Diddy. Ever since Diddy's arrest, his alleged relationship with EJ has come under some scrutiny, with everyone trying to track down EJ to ask him about it, which obviously puts him in a really difficult position. For one thing, if he says anything, he's going to end up drawing more attention to the rumors, and that will just enrage Diddy more. So, all things considered, it probably is better for him to just stay silent and try to move on with his life. But given that he was a regular at the Diddy parties, I doubt that he's going to be given the opportunity to keep being silent. What are the chances that his name is going to come up again in the future when Diddy finally goes to trial for his sexual assault cases? I think it's almost impossible that EJ will be able to avoid this forever, but I also don't think he's going to go public with any relationship anytime soon. I mean, pretty much anything he does going forward is always going to tie back to Diddy. If he comes out with a new boyfriend, it's pretty much just going to be seen as a publicity stunt or an attempt to distract from the fact that he was close with Diddy. So honestly, I don't really know what he can do now. He's kind of created a trap for himself, and I just don't see how he's ever going to get out of it without having to eventually talk about Diddy and their connection. So right now, it seems like EJ's love life is a total mystery to basically everybody, and it's probably going to stay that way, at least until the Diddy trial maybe brings us some new information about what was really going on between them. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think EJ is staying single to try and protect Diddy from unwanted scrutiny? Or is it more to do with protecting his own interest in privacy? And do you think that EJ and Diddy were ever together, or is all of this just another case of rumors. In my opinion, I feel like they probably were together at some point. Obviously, we have no idea if it was a serious relationship or just a hookup, but the fact that he was at the parties over and over makes me think that it was something much longer than a casual meeting. And let's be honest, I don't think any of us could blame him for not wanting to publicly discuss or associate himself with one of the most hated people in the world right now. Of course, all of this could be totally missing the point, and EJ might just want to keep his private business to himself, which would be totally valid too, honestly. Even though he's famous, that doesn't mean he has to be open about everything. However, in my opinion, if he attended multiple Diddy parties, then he's as complicit in his crimes as anybody else, which means that he should be open about how close he was to Diddy and just address it once and for all. I doubt that will ever happen, but let me know your thoughts on this whole thing in the comments below.